Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about moment of inertia for different geometrical shapes or objects. uh, Before going to start, please subscribe my channel, and if you enjoy the video, like and share compulsory. Okay students, let us start. First we have to take shapes and the moment of inertia along the axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass, and axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end, one of the end, and a diametrical axis and tangential axis. Okay, now let us take the objects, that is thin ring, disc, cylinder, solid sphere, hollow sphere and rod. First we have to remember this first column. However, we have to remember the first one is thin ring, axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass. Moment of inertia is mr square. That is, the diagram is like this. This is the ring, axis passes through center of mass and perpendicular to the plane, right? This is like this, and we have to remember this. We have no another remedy, so we have to remember this. Now axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end. The diagram is like this. This is the ring, axis perpendicular to the plane, this is the perpendicular and passes through one of the end. See, this is the first axis. Now the taken axis is parallel to it, so we have to apply parallel axis theorem, right? Parallel axis theorem is nothing but add mr square to the first one. That's it. The first one is mr square. Now add mr square. Now it will be become 2mr square, right? Like this. Now diametrical axis. Diametrical axis means passes through diameter and parallel to the plane. In the plane passes through diameter. That's it. Diametrical axis means that is in the plane. Okay. Now take this dotted line as the first one. Now the diametrical axis is perpendicular to the first one, right? See, this is the 90 degrees, right? Now these two are perpendicular to each other. Now we have to apply perpendicular axis theorem. Perpendicular axis theorem means nothing but divide by 2. That's it. First thing is divided by 2. That's it. First thing what we have taken, mr square. Mr square is divided by 2. That's it. Now tangential axis in the plane. Take the ring, take the dotted line as the diametrical axis, and take the tangential axis means passes through end, right? That's it. This is in the plane and passes through end. That's itself. Now take the dotted line as a diametrical axis. Now these two are parallel, right? Now we have to apply parallel axis theorem, adding mr square. That's itself. Now add mr square to this. Now it will be become 3mr square by 2. That's itself. Now let us take for ring, disc. Axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through cm. That means center of mass. Think this is as the disc. Now this is the center of mass. Axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass. This we have to remember, that is mr square by 2. No other remedy is there for it. We have to remember. Now axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end. The diagram will be like this. This is the disc. We have to take this as dotted line. The axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end means this is the axis we have to take. Now these two are parallel, right? Now we have to apply parallel axis theorem. Then add mr square to the first one. If we add mr square to the first one, it will become as mr square by 2. That's itself. Okay. Now diametrical axis in the plane. What is diametrical axis? The diagram will be like this. Take the first axis as dotted line, Now diametrical axis means passes through diameter, that's itself. Now add these two are perpendicular, right? Now we have to do perpendicular axis theorem. Divide by 2, the first one is divided by 2, then it will become as mr square by 4. Okay, tangential axis in the plane, take this as disk, tangential axis in the plane. Now take diametrical axis as dotted line, and tangential axis in the plane means this is the axis we are going to calculate. Okay, these two are parallel, right? Now we have to apply parallel axis theorem. Add mr square to the diametrical axis. Now it will become as 5 mr square by 4. Okay, have you understood, children? Okay, now take for cylinder. This is the cylinder, suppose this is the center of mass. Take this as axis. Now for cylinder or disc, first one is same, mr square by 2. Cylinder is nothing but extension of disc, that's itself. Okay, this is the axis perpendicular to the plane, and this is nothing but axis parallel to the length of the cylinder. Okay, this is nothing but axis parallel to the length of the cylinder. Or we can also take, this is the separate condition for cylinder. Axis passes through center of mass but perpendicular to the length, right? This is the longitudinal axis. This is perpendicular to the length of the cylinder. For this we have to take, I am writing here, mr square by 4 plus ml square by 12. This is the only object which has this is the only object which has moment of inertia in some of the two terms. L is nothing but length of the cylinder, R is nothing but radius, we know that. Okay, let us move for, there is no this, we are no need this diametrical axis, and it can be negligible. Now let us take for solid sphere. First thing we have to remember, 2 by 5 mr square. What is sphere? Axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass. Let us think, this is the center of mass and axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass. Now axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end means the diagram will be, first this is the dotted line is taken as the first axis, and this is the axis passes through end, this is the center of mass. These two are parallel, right? Now we have to apply again parallel axis theorem. Parallel axis theorem. Add mr square to the first one. First one is 2 by 5 mr square. If we add mr square to it, it will be become as 7 mr square by 5, right? These are negligible because diametrical axis means also it will become, and tangential axis also, this is only diagram because solid sphere is 3D shape, no? That's why. Halo sphere. Halo sphere, first one we have to remember, first column, or for all the objects, first column we have to remember. By this only these three will become. Okay. For halo sphere it is 2 by 3 mr square. Okay, and axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through end means the diagram will be, this is the first axis, the diagram will be like this. We have to calculate for this axis. Okay, these two are parallel, right? Now we have to apply parallel axis theorem again. Parallel axis theorem means add mr square. Remember this parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem. Adding mr square is nothing but parallel axis theorem. Divide by 2 is perpendicular axis theorem, that's itself. Now these two are parallel, then we have to apply parallel axis theorem, add mr square. Now it will become as 5 mr square by 3. Okay, finally comes to rod. Rod is compulsory, we have to remember. For the rod case, there is no option. The first one is ml square by 12 and the second is ml square by 3, and the diagram will be like this. Assume this as rod, axis perpendicular to the plane and passes through center of mass, means like this, and passes through end means this is the first axis, and like this. Okay, this is the axis. Okay, these two are not important, we can negligible. Okay students, if you like this video, please comment and share. For more videos, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you friends.